Okay, in this video we're going to look at the Overstreet Star Wars book I just picked up. You can get it on Amazon and eBay. US price is $30. In the UK you can get it for about £18, £19. The only thing with this is they posted it in an envelope and the postman shoved it through the letterbox and it got quite bent. You can feel along the cover here that's quite creased, which is rather unfortunate. It's quite a nice book. It's by Amanda Sharif and Robert M. Overstreet. It covers Star Wars. Well, you can see from the cover what it covers. So it covers vehicles, action figures, vintage Star Wars action figures, games, posters. Has articles about grading, collecting, you know, articles by collectors and all that sort of stuff. There's an advert on the back. Really quite a good book. Overstreet Price Guide to Star Wars Collectibles. I think when you get price guides you tend to find that they're quite, you know, off in their prices. So you've got this advert by Hakes. So obviously that's a double telescoping Ben Kenobi, Darth Vader and Luke there, 50,000. Vinyl Cake Jawa. That Leia, I don't know why it's so expensive, 29th. It must be a 95 actually. I think that's that one was AFA 95, 6-pack. I could have bought that back in 93, but it would have been a lot shabbier than this one. TIE Fighter, Sonic Speeder, ATL Interceptor, Power of the Force, Tri-Logo. It must have been a really high grade. Proof card. Boba Fett. Wow. Anakin Skywalker there. There must be the prototype. Yeah, definitely. I guess because it came with the free figures. I guess these are just such mint examples that people just, you know. So you've got movie posters, you've got this and that, you know. You've got a bit of everything really. So yeah. So it's got stuff about the books, the comics, trading cards, Hallmark, autographs. You've got Chad Thompson, AFA-CO, talks about toy grading. So it's about 416 pages. You've got pop-up books, you've got different types of the video games, Lippincott, movie posters, action figures. So it's not comprehensive. I mean, it can probably concentrates on the main areas of Star Wars collecting, which are mainly the action figures, the comics, all that sort of stuff. Get the history at the beginning of Star Wars, both in terms of the movie and the merchandise released. So just to give you an idea of what this book concentrates, like the novels, comics, Dark Horse comics, the games, movies, posters. I mean, there's nothing really about the Black Series action figures or anything like that in this. The books has price guides amongst the various sections, so if you want to find out the price guides of a book like Jedi Crest or Champions of the Force, these are the toys you're looking for. So talking about the first 12 figures, these are just so nice. The prototype Boba Fett, the Han and Vader, double telescoping Ben, probably the rarest US figure, Vinyl Cake Jawa, Empire Strikes Back figures, the Anakin, that's the rarest Power of the Force card. Then you got the Droids, 12-inch Revenge Proofs, play sets. That's obviously where the blue Snaggletooth came. Cantina Adventure set, the Land Speeder, MTV mini rig, more modern stuff like the Captain Phasma, Funkos. Then it goes into the 12 backs, gives the prices. So for Ben, they're saying in top conditions, well, they're taking the Hakes auction for that. Ben Kenobi, 2,100. That's just a normal 12 back. C3PO, Chewbacca, 4,000. So we're saying near mint 85, grade 85 AFA. Darth Vader double telescoping. Death Squad Commander, Han Solo. I mean, it doesn't talk about the big or the small head Han Solo there. Jawa vinyl cape, 21,000. Jawa cloth cape, 3,350. Luke Skywalker double telescoping, 17,000. Where the Luke was released, had a much wider distribution than the Ben Kenobi and Vader double telescoping saber. That's why it's not so valued. But then there's a mistake there. They're saying that's 50,000 for a normal 12-back Luke. So then probably mix those two prices up. Princess Leia, 29,500. I mean, that must have been a AFA 95. Stormtrooper. I mean, those you're talking about 85s and above, 90s and 95s. And this whole page just of the 12 backs. So you've got the double telescoping saber there, the regular version. So you can see the tip there. That's the regular. There's the double telescoping saber. C3PO, double telescoping Vader. The Luke, there's a double telescoping saber Luke. Such nice stuff. Then 21 backs. I've got to just try and get through this book as fast as I can. Empire Strikes Back. So it just shows you a single example of the Empire Strikes Back card. Doesn't show you multiple variants of the Empire Strikes Back with the same character like Kellerman does, or something like. Well, even Kellerman I don't think really does that. Then onto the Return Jedi figures. There's a tri-logo back there. So, I mean, it's not bad. This section is quite nice. The colour pages are quite nice. The droids. Some of these are pretty tough. The C3PO. Size from R2D2, Tig from. They're really tough to find. Then Ewoks. Ewoks is doable. You can do the Ewoks. 12-inch figures. Then the play sets, Empire plate sets, the Jedi play sets. Pages are quite thin. I mean, they're like sort of magazine quality. Then you've got the Empire Strikes Back, stuff. Most of them is priced as well. Droids. I think they made a mistake here with the droids. Yeah, that's easily the rarest out of those three, the droids. So you've got that price wrong. Then the die cast. Who don't like a bit of die cast? Then the mini rigs. Jules Bart just did a great video showing all of these. These are quite rare. Then you've got the micro collection. Don't have any micro collection at all. The Dewback. Then you've got another Hakes advert, the Slice Noodles. Then this article, they're just sort of getting a few experts to make guesses on the prices of how they would price these 3-packs, which are incredibly rare. Then we go into the West End gaming. Then this one's Toy Box Adult Collectibles. So you've got an interview with a collector there. Oh, this is the guy that had all the stuff that went in the Hakes auction, Blix there. Empire proof. Very nice. Then we've got so much different areas of collecting: soundtracks, props, movie props. I'm just going to have to speed through because I don't want this video to go on for years and years. We've got pricings of trading cards. We've got the Marvel comics, Dark Horse comics. We've got all the covers of the Marvel US series. I mean, these are brilliant comics. 107, that was the hard one to get. And Treasury editions, Dark Horse comics. I mean, Dark Horse just did so many titles. Obviously the most famous being Heir to the Empire. Or was it Dark Empire? I'm getting them mixed up with a Zan novel. So, and price guide. I mean, Overstreet's most famous for being a price guide. Then you've got prices for US more comics. Then Talking Toys with James Gallo. And you've got Star Wars pop-up books. And you've got the games. So I've got that one sealed. All the games of Star Wars. Different consoles, PC, all that sort of stuff. Rogue Leader, that was a great game. Lego Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, that one, KOTOR, such a good game. Droids, I've shown that one. Unleashed. And this is Charles Lippincott, talks about how he marketed Star Wars back in the 76, 77. Movie posters, so this is probably a lot of money in this area of collecting. So you've got all the Star Wars posters, Empire posters. You know, it's nice to look through. I actually remember when that one came out. Revenge of the Jedi, Return of the Jedi. So you've got tons of posters, images. So I mean, it's just interesting. 3D. About a week later I broke the top of my humerus there, or fractured it. Then Clone Wars, Force Awakens, and Rogue One. So yeah, you've got tons of posters in this book. Solo, advanced poster design of Star Wars movie. So this is quite interesting because it talks with the people that Tom Young, Roger Castell, Kazano Sano, and Drew Strausen did these posters. And then here's AFA making a grade. So it talks about AFA grading. So yeah, I know who would like to read this article. Then autographs. Buckle It Up, the ultimate Star Wars toy stories and collectibles at Disney parks. And that's more or less the book finished. So yeah, I mean, I think it's quite a good book. I mean, you should have seen when it came through the post, I was effing and blinding, having a little tantrum. Just because of the way the postman just shoved it through without any thought or regard, you know. There's the R5D4, that's a hard figure to get on a Star Wars card. But yeah, I mean, I love it for all these pictures. Obviously I've seen 12 backs US, especially US cards, but you know, it's probably, I mean, for 20 quid or thereabouts, you know, it's a good read. It's a good resource. Yeah. So I suggest that this is something you take a look at. It's definitely got it at Amazon, and definitely you can find it on eBay. Okay, so I hope you liked looking at this. Cheers, goodbye.